my money, are you gonna dance you? If I show you the way, are you gonna dance you? If I show you my pockets, baby, are you gonna dance you? If I show you my wallet, I will show you the money. Baby, that's for you. Baby, that's for you.
Hello everybody, how is that song for an opening song? Imnandi, it is. I hope you're enjoying it at home as well. Welcome to it. Here's Zaziwa Lena on your screens. Ngiyabonga kakhulu for joining us tonight. Kuzaziwa namhlanje ebusuku I sit down with a wonderful woman of substance. She burst into our hearts when she was part of the 2006 Oscar-winning feature film Itsotsi. Sambona futhi ke kwi Zone 14, Justice for All, and as a brand ambassador for a huge cosmetic house. Nayaza ngisho. Yes, in addition, she starred in Catch a Fire, Goodbye Bafana, and Hopeville. Usenze izinto ezimangalisayo ngabala ukulingisa kwakhe kumdlalo waphesheya The Bold and the Beautiful, and going behind the scenes as a film producer for the movie Ayanda. I watched it and I loved it. Kuningi kakhulu engakubala, sir. Let's bring her in kuze azelana azozikhulumela ke yena. Representing the Val tonight, please put your hands together for my guest tonight. Who is it? Pheto.
Baby, that's from you. Baby, move from you. Don't go from you. I will show you the money. I will. Baby, that's from you.
Well, how are you, lady?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good.
Thank you so much. Finally.
Hey, Terry, Gunini. Gunini. How good is she looking?
Yeah.
Finally, you are here. Marabonga khona ukuzala ngaba ubusy.
I've been so busy and I'm a huge fan. Show.
Are you? Good, good.
So I've been waiting for like a perfect moment where I can come and just be here and celebrate. It's been forever.
It has been forever.
It has been forever.
And then was it this year? Last year. Angisakhona counter ke manje. Size ku premiere ye movie yakho Ayanda.
Yes.
Last year.
It was last year October.
It feels like just now, actually.
Yeah, it feels like the other day.
It was incredible. I mean, the amount of support that you got from your peers, the media, you know, people who really love what you do. Speaking a movie, and people were like, hey, this is really good. You know, I think for the first time, I a film producer. And for people to love it?
It's always been a dream of mine. It's actually more than a dream, like part of the plan to say, at a certain point in my career, and I'd like to go behind the scenes and I'd like to produce. And Bengfuna content that is, you know, like my first film should be something that I'm, number one, inspired by. I believe in wholeheartedly. And the story was so powerful. And very similar to my story in a way, as a first-time producer, as an entrepreneur, as someone who's now in the business of making content. And I did the casting as well for the film.
No way!
I did. Huge responsibility, because now you're like, okay, whoever that I pick for this role has to be able to deliver. And I couldn't be prouder.
Yeah.
Honestly, each and every actor in that film delivered more than 100%.
I agree. I definitely agree. Now, in life, gonna a snowball effect. You know, color somewhere, and then once you've gotten that break, isn't those years? And that's what happened with you as well. But we want to take it back before the snowball effect happened. Let's take you back a little bit. Watch this clip.
And the Oscar goes to Itsotsi. Accepting the award, director Gavin Hood.
This is the first Academy Award and second consecutive nomination for South Africa, with last year's nomination for the film Yesterday.
Nkosi sikelele Africa. God bless Africa. Wow. I have a speech, it's in my pocket, but that thing says 38 seconds and mine's way too long. So go to tsotsi.com and there's a huge long list of people, because I'm accepting this not for myself. This is for Best Foreign Language Film. And sitting right there to start with, please stand up. Presley Trene Achaya and Terry Pheto, my two fantastic young leads. Put the cameras on them, please. Ngiyabonga kakhulu mfowethu and Sisi. Viva Africa, viva. Amandla. I got it 10 seconds. 10 seconds, I just want to thank my fellow nominees who I've become deep friends with. We may have foreign language films, but our stories are the same as your stories. They're about the human heart and emotion. It says, please rap. Thank you so much. Thank you, the Academy. Thank you.
Right. I feel a moment there, food, you know?
Ooh, 10 years ago exactly. It was, still is actually the highlight of my career.
Wow.
That moment, actually, I had just buried my brother, my baby brother.
Wow.
So there was this emptiness in me. As much as there was so much happening, and I was on, magazine papers, magazine and newspapers and television, I was still mourning the loss of my brother, who actually was the inspiration for the character, because
Yeah.
and he passed on when he was 4. So he was still a baby. And that's why I could, be able to handle a baby like a mother. I had that nurturing, a spirit because of him.
Yeah. Sure. And then, Yazin, you're right. Things happen in amazing ways. Yay, girl. Then something else happened. You know what? When the moment moves, it's not small moves. It's ba, ba, ba. It's like fireworks in the sky. Yay, the bold and the beautiful. Yeah. I think South Africa stood still. And we were like, Cho, the bold and the beautiful, lesi pegayo tina. Le USA, uteri Pheto.
Honestly, when I got a call from SABC1, I thought, I'm like, who does that? Put the bold. Are those people even real? I'm in the film industry and I understand these things, but how?
And they don't age ever. They still look the same.
How? So when I went to the Oscars 2006, that was my first time in Los Angeles, and I remember thinking I will be back. So when I got the call at the Bowl 2 years later, I felt like it was already the foundation. I had already opened that possibility to the universe to say,
that seed that you're talking about.
Want this. I want to be here. I want to work here. And it so happened that I was there as a South African doctor.
So there we go. Wow.
And that's why I'm like, the power of the tongue and the power of the mind and the power that we have within us that we're not aware of.
And then another thing, the Emmys. You were a juror.
I was part of the jury team for the International Emmys for 2015.
Yeah.
Another one of those things where you're like, so the world is watching.
Sure.
Okay. So my opinion actually matters. Okay. I wasn't expecting that as well. But I was like, okay. I did say I want things like this. I did say I want to give a rock lefatsi.
Yeah. Which leads me to actually what I'm going to ask you. Ukhethe ingoma Rock Lefatsi by KB.
Yeah. One of my favorite songs. And I think it came out around 2003. That's, when I moved to Soweto.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to rock the world. I was like, I'm starting a new chapter. I want this, and I don't want it on a mediocre scale. I wanted to rock.
Rockin' lefansi, can I take you out? Satisfy your desire, free you from your sorrows, take you to tomorrow. Let me take you higher. Like Miriam did in Sophia. 'Cause music gives us power. So let me use that power.
Pheto. Of course, we all know her as Terry. She is the darling of SA Media, and when she makes a move, you best believe you can be guaranteed that it's always going to be a big move. Because she doesn't play small. You don't. You don't, girl. Umphathi wecompany yakhe Leading Lady Productions wenza amafilimi aphinde abe umlingisi. Usebonisile ke ukuthi mawufuna into and you want it bad enough, you make it happen. Wenza izinto zenzeke. Kuneculo akathi chaza ispace akusona kwamanje. Ileli lika John Legend, All of Me. Lengoma lethi. What?
Now.
Ikenza ube touched.
I think it's so. I'm a fan of love. Yeah, uthando kakhulu, and I love to see people happy and in love. I think we look so beautiful in love.
Yes.
But the trick is to be loved the right way. And I think the song says it all. Like, you know, if you love someone or you want someone to love all of you.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you can relate. Like,
Yes.
the work that we do, some people will love part of us, but not all of us.
Yes.
And if you like, look at you, you're like glowing, so beautiful because you loved correctly,
Yes.
the right way.
And I'm being loved the right way.
The right
as
way.
Well, yes.
And I mean, we all have different languages of love. And I love that he used the wife, you know, and like, you know, like even if if I'm losing, I'm winning because I'm with you.
Yeah.
It's just, I can go on and on and on because I'm just about love.
Yes, love is good. We love, love, love.
We love, love.
We do. Have you ever not been loved the right way or the way you thought you deserved to be loved?
I would, you know what, it's hard to say because then that will be pointing to another person. I think I always...
Or because people would know.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
okay,
for
okay,
me,
okay.
I would say, sometimes you might think that that's not enough for you, only to find out good... the best way they know how. And that's all they can give you. But maybe it's not enough for you.
Yeah.
And I think you become more comfortable in you. And you're like, ngiyabonga. Singathi bye-bye manje.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I'm in a space where love has more meaning in my life. And because I'm loved correctly, it brings out the best in me.
I like that. I like that. And another love is your friendship. Right, you have beautiful friendships, you know, with Umampo Brescia. We know that you're friends with Tembi Said as well. Both really remarkable people. And Masimbonanitri, like, it makes sense. Why you're friends?
Yeah, I've always been surrounded by love and by strong women and by friends that my friends are my boldest cheerleaders. And I try to be the same. And I'm so fortunate to be friends with people I respect.
I get that. I get that. I guess your friends are also a representation of you and the kind of person that you are. I think in describing them, you've indirectly described yourself.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Khona iculo that you asked us to play for you, Regina Spector.
Yeah.
Why the song? Why is it so special to you, Terry?
Yeah.
Why is this song so special to you?
Because, I don't know, maybe because I'm so in love.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I've always loved the song from the first time I heard it, and I think it's one of those haunting songs that, and it depends how you want to look at it. It could be Samson and Delilah from the Bible. And I love that the song was written to give Delilah a voice. Because we don't know what happened. We know the story from the Bible. We don't really know what happened. We don't know. We know that Samson was in love with her.
Yeah.
We know that she was the temptress or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was the reason why he died. But sometimes there's always two sides to the story.
Yes.
And I love that it voices the other side, or gives the other side a voice that's not written. Even she says, like, we didn't make the Bible. We didn't, our story was never told. Wow. And there's so many untold stories that are so beautiful. And I try to keep my private life as private as I can.
Yes.
And sometimes people, because they don't see you with your person and they think maybe, you're not happy or, so I try to like protect that space.
Yeah.
But the history book of love, or all the history books of love,
Yes.
will remember the beautiful space I'm in right now.
Oh.
If that makes sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And it's a good thing. It is. Here's the song that you requested.
I loved you first. Beneath the sheets of paper lies my truth. I have to go. Your hair was long when we first met. Samson went back to bed, not much hair left on his head. He ate a slice of Wonder Bread and went right back to bed. And the history books forgot about us, and the Bible didn't mention us, and the Bible didn't mention us, not even once. You are my sweetest downfall. I loved you first. I loved you first.
Namhlanje Busuku, I'm hosting a leading lady, a truly inspirational woman with a heartwarming story. And she did mention that it wasn't all great when she was growing up, but she decided there's some awesome things in the world instead of dwelling in the past. She has put South Africa on the map internationally and is in a league of her own, right? You believe that, right? Like you believe the whole thing, would you run your own race, be in your own lane?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think there's only one of me and one of you. So if Nzo compare my success to yours, I'll never win.
Ikona ingoma oyikethile, ne?
Yeah.
And uthi uyayithanda le ngoma le. Ngitshele ngale ngoma le ukuthi ithanda. Why uyithanda kangaka?
Count on me. I think that's my soundtrack for my friendship, because I have such amazing friends in my life.
Yeah.
And I grew up with a lot of cousins, so my cousins were my first best friends. So I've always had, beautiful, strong, supportive women that I know I can always count on.
You can. When you are weak, I will be strong, helping you to carry on. Call me, I will be there. Don't be afraid. Please believe me when I say, count
Yes, so this is the spotlight chain. Lapo, I just ask you questions and you answer. That's
Okay.
it. 1. Melukete manch. Mampo or Tempi?
I will never, ever, ever, ever do that. Honestly,
I know.
My heart is big enough to love everyone. I can never pick one and no.
Can I tell you when I wrote this? I was like, let me be evil. What can I write?
No.
Mama tola a chance to relive the Oscar Awards ceremony. What would you do in the awards that you wish you had done, but you were afraid to do?
I would take pictures. I would take so many pictures. I don't even have like a single picture that is mine. But sometimes it's important to be present. And I just look at it that way. But I wish I'd taken pictures.
Important.
I wish I'd captured, some of the moments.
What was the one emotion you felt when you met the late, great Nelson Mandela?
It was the scariest thing, but the most incredible thing.
Yeah.
And every time I met him, it didn't change.
I wish I met him and felt what you just described.
I'll send you a picture of me and him.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna.
That picture I have.
I've seen the picture, but I'm not gonna feel the Madiba magic. Okay.
Okay, I'll give you a hug and do a dance for you. I'm kidding.
And hopefully it transfers to me. Oh goodness. What's the worst thing that has ever been written about you? A headline that was just unacceptable, inappropriate, not cool.
You know what? There are certain things that you shouldn't even dignify by repeating them.
Okay. I hear you. Let's move on. Here's something fun. If there are 6 apples and you take away 4, ne? How many apples do you have?
Why are we doing this?
No, I'm just asking you.
Okay, we'll share the 2 that's left between the 2 of us.
How many apples do you have? If there are 6 and you take away 4?
You have 2.
No, you don't have 2.
What do you mean?
You don't have 2.
6
You have
minus
2.
4 is 2.
You agree that she has 2? Okay, try reason that out. Ngoba mina understand.
Okay, 6 minus 4. 4 minus... What are you doing?
This is a brain teaser, okay? And you are failing at this dismally.
I am, because I don't get it.
So you've got 2 apples. Gunama apple 6, ne?
Yeah.
You take 1, 2, 3, 4. You take away, so you have.
You
have
take.
And that is where we leave it tonight. It has been amazing. Terry, come here. Come join me. You are amazing. You are inspirational. You are a good person and a woman of substance. Thank you
so
for
much.
joining us namhlanje. And uyangitshela ne ukuthi ubusy ngenye into international, but you can't talk about it, of course.
We
Not
can't
yet.
really talk about it right now, but
Yeah.
it's going to be big.
Yes.
And I'm so excited. And who knows, maybe the next season,
Yes.
I might come back.
Sikhulume
and we can
ngayo
talk
ne?
about it, yeah.
Right? Ngiyathemba ke ukuthi ulithandile uhlelo namhlanje. Siyabuya futhi kule viki elizayo with another one of our favorite celebrities nomculo bempilo zabo. Kamlamu Pearl Mudiadi. Our guest tonight, Miss Terry Pheto. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.
On you. Baby, dance from you. Baby, move from you. Don't go from you. I will show you the money. I will. Baby, dance from you. Show me your body. Don't go from you. I will show you the money. Baby, dance from you. Baby, move from you. Don't go from you. I will show you the money. I will. Baby, dance from you. Show me your body. Don't go for you.